I've lived through many end of crypto moments since I started investing in crypto back in 2017, and we seem to be going through another one of them right now. So I thought I'd jump on do this video now because tomorrow I go in for neck surgery and I'm going to be out the game, probably won't post a video for a few weeks. So I thought, why not do another crypto update video before I go away. The reason I like doing these crypto update videos is I can always look back on them, see where we were at, see where sentiment was at, and just something to look back on. Right now the crypto market is awful, it's in turmoil, it's terrible, it's really bad, and everyone seems to think that it's all over, crypto's doomed, we're never going to have a bull run again, we're never going to have this again, we're never going to have that again. Everyone is up in arms basically. I've lived through many of these moments. One of the worst moments for me was in 2018 where we had the 50% Bitcoin crash in a day. So the world seems to be losing their mind that Bitcoin has went from $125,000 to $102,000. Since I've been investing in crypto, 8 years, this is the worst that I've ever felt sentiment. By far, this is the worst, and rightfully so. I've been vocal over the last few years about the amount of scams in crypto, the amount of extraction from Wall Street. Crypto now isn't the crypto that I first joined in 2017. It's very different in a bad way. There's some positives in there, like it's more accessible, and maybe that's about it, it's more accessible, but yeah, there's a lot of negatives in there. The crypto space has been taken advantage of by Wall Street to extract hundreds of billions of dollars from the market, from retail investors. It's different. Crypto is different now. As I mentioned, we go through these end of crypto moments like in 2018 when Bitcoin crashed 50% in a day, and then obviously you've got the COVID crash where Bitcoin crashed to $3,000 from $20,000. Then you've got the FTX collapse in 2022. And then the most recent one is the Binance scam of October 10th, 2025. Now, in short, basically what happened was a Binance system error caused massive liquidations, caused cryptos to wick minus 90%. So basically any leverage positions that were open in the market got wiped out. Every leverage position I had in the market was wiped out on that day. I don't know many people who survived that day, the 10th of October. So 10th of October was a massive stain on the crypto industry as a whole, and it was single-handedly caused by Binance. So Binance is solely responsible for that day. You might say, okay, fine, that happened on the 10th of October. Why on the 10th of November are we still feeling the effects? The reason we're feeling the effects and what you see on chain is all of the selling, the majority of the selling that's coming right now from Bitcoin, from altcoins, is all by Binance. And Binance's cash positions is up into the billions, so they're sitting in billions of cash. And the reason for that is that they're going to have a multitude of lawsuits against them because they single-handedly caused those liquidations. And those liquidations, that caused companies to go bust, it caused traders to go bust, it liquidated everybody lost money. But how the scam gets worse is, when the price crashed, say 90%, if you had a long position or a limit order set, say a token was at $20 and you set a stink bid down at $1. Well, it will never go to $1, but I'm just going to set a bid there in case it ever hits. When it liquidated down to $1, those positions weren't filled. So it didn't matter if you were long, if you were short, you got fucked, basically. You got fucked big time by Binance. So yeah, even if you are short, you get kicked out of your position by auto deleveraging. And even if you are long, you got liquidated on that also. So no matter what you were doing on October 10th, if you had any position, long, short, you name it, you got fucked by Binance. Yeah, the reason we're still seeing sell-offs now in altcoins and Bitcoin is that Binance knows and they've admitted that they were wrong, that they done wrong, which I found interesting. They liquidated $40 billion and offered a recovery fund of $400 million. So they steal $40 billion, but they give back $400 million. So we're still feeling the after effects of that now, and that's what we felt in 2022 with FTX as well. So times were already pretty rough, but things were looking better. Things were looking on the up. We had the likes of gold sitting around all-time highs. We had the stock market ready to break out. Everything was looking good. And to be honest, it still is looking good. The only thing that's looking bad is the crypto market, and that is self-induced by Binance. That's negative news, but the positive news is that these things don't stick around forever, and better times do come. Look at all of the previous similar events that I've just shared before this. So when the bodies wash up on the shoreline, which is basically those companies who went under on that day, still haven't really surfaced yet that they've went under. So what you're seeing is projects sell off, millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, and piling cash. There's still some bodies to wash up on the shoreline, but after that does happen, there's been trillions printed, there's trillions in money market. The only way is up. So that's not to say the only way is up, like we need to go up from here and that's it. Obviously that's not the case. We can go lower. But if you were to say to me, is it a good time to buy? Should I be selling everything? All you can think of is you should buy low and you should sell high. That's it. It's a very easy game. What are prices right now? If you look at any other crypto except Bitcoin, prices are low, extremely low. Altcoins are down 90%, 95%. Mid caps not broke all-time highs. Low caps obliterated. Prices are low, so if you were to buy now, from a zoomed out perspective, that's a good buy. If you were to sell now, you're selling when prices are low. That's my issue. All these people that you see on X claiming this is it, we're in a bear market. Fine, but what do you mean? Does that mean you should sell all your altcoins? Why would you sell your altcoins when they're down 99%? That's stupid. And you can't say, oh, but they can go down another 99%. Right, that's fair. But if you weigh up risk to reward, it is far riskier selling those coins down 90% to try and buy back lower than it is to just hold. And that's why you're seeing in the market right now, the likes of Zcash, you're seeing all of these different coins rally. Zcash is a mid-cap coin and it's rallied 40x, 4,000%. So to claim, oh, it's a bear market, fine, if it's a bear market, sell everything and disappear. But I don't think so, because we're seeing coins rally. Not as many coins rally, but coins are still rallying. So the risk to reward isn't there to sell all your coins because now we're going into a bear market. Yeah, I think they've got PTSD from previous experiences in crypto, or they're just inexperienced and they like to say this stuff on YouTube or on X to make themselves feel better, basically. Also as well, what we've seen is that the market moves different this cycle, so you're seeing coins pop off randomly. The likes of XRP had its own bull run last year. The likes of Casper had its own bull run in 2022, 23. Then you've got Zcash popping off now, having its own bull run. You just need to have conviction in what you hold. If you can't have conviction in what you hold and you're bearish or you want to sell, that's on you. For me, the main tokens I hold, I've got some level of conviction in them for whatever specific reason. So over this next few weeks that I'm going to be recovering, I've got nothing to worry about because I've invested in them with conviction for a reason. And if Binance pulls another scam to crash the market further, it is what it is. I can't control that. There's nothing I can do. Crying about it, moaning about it, writing on X about it, making YouTubes about it, like, none of that helps. So in these moments, just have conviction. If I stopped investing in 2018 after the crash, I would never have experienced 2020. If I stopped investing in 2020 after the crash, I would never experience 2021. If I stopped investing after the FTX collapse, then I wouldn't have made the money the next year, 2024. This is crypto. This is crypto. This is how it goes. What we've got in our favour is that gold is at an all-time high. It's at $4,000. Gold has got over $10 trillion invested in it. Money markets are at all-time highs. The Russell 2000 is about to break out, as I've shown on the previous crypto update videos. So all of those crypto update videos I've done still stand. We're in the exact same place. The only thing that's different is a big Binance scam. Everything else is the same. If you're going to invest in crypto, you need to just go through these times. Crypto is difficult. It's very difficult. You just need to endure. That's the thing. I post that quite a lot on X. Endure. That's all you can do. Yeah, times feel bad. They feel really bad. But that's a good thing because times felt really bad with FTX. Times felt really bad 2020, 2018, you name it. We go through these things constantly and yeah, they feel really bad. But when you look back on them, oh, I wish I doubled down in 2018. I wish I doubled down in the COVID crash. I wish I doubled down when FTX collapsed. People will look back on this moment now. I wish I doubled down on the Binance scam. This crypto update video is just to say that it's unfortunate that these events happen, but that is where the biggest opportunities are. The biggest opportunities is in those big, scary moments where people are losing money. Well, the people that are losing money is leverage positions, which I lost a lot on that. But spot holders aren't affected by that. They're affected by the short-term price, but you can double down, you can get your average down by investing in those times. If you're feeling a certain way, you really just need to tell yourself that you have no control. I've mentioned this in other videos, that the markets will pump when they decide. They decide. That's it. You have zero control. I have zero control. I've invested in crypto to have conviction and hold for the big gains. I didn't invest in crypto to, oh, the market's quite scary now, it could drop another 50%, so I'm going to sell now, and then if it drops, I'll buy back. I never invested for that. I invested in crypto to get the big gains, and if I need to go through a collapse to get to the gains, then so be it, because I've done it in all those other years, and I'm out the other end. So if you invest in high conviction plays, you just need to deal with these moments. These moments are common. We're in the highest volatility market in the world. We're in the most unregulated market in the world. That is how it goes. That's life in crypto. And when you have absolute scammers like Binance and Wintermute dumping the market, extracting billions, that's just part of the game. That is unfortunately part of the game. That is how it goes. You just need to endure it, and then you get the gains, or go in another market, go in stocks. Stocks is highly regulated, so there's still manipulation in stocks, but it is far less blatant than in crypto. It's far less blatant. And to get the biggest gains in crypto, you need to endure. Look at XRP for me. XRP, I had to wait 7 years until I made those life-changing returns, those thousands of % returns. I had to wait 7 years for that. It would have been amazing if it happened in 2 years, or if it happened on this date, because it always pumps on this date. That would have been good, but it never happened, and it got delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. Then I made money 7 years later. If you're attaching time to things that, oh, it needs to pump in Q4 because I wanted it to pump in Q4 because I wanted to go on holiday next year or whatever, you cannot attach time to crypto. You can't. You can estimate and hope that it happens by a certain time, but when you attach time expectations to things, you'll always be left disappointed. Always be left disappointed. That's just how it goes. They control when that happens. You do not control that. So you shouldn't be putting expectations on that. Put expectations on things that you can control. By this date, I want to make this much money. By this date, I want to invest this much money. That's in your control. You can change that. You can't decide when the market pumps, because they decide that. They decide that. They control that. Don't put time expectations on things, because you'll just be left disappointed. When I first invested in XRP in 2017, 2018, I expected to wait maybe a year, maybe 2 years max. And 7 years later, I was still waiting on that moment. If you want those 1,000, 10,000% returns, they come with a level of difficulty, obviously. If it was easy and it just took a few months to get those gains, everybody would do it. So the reason you can get 10,000% gains is because it is difficult, because you need to endure a lot of bullshit in that time. It is what it is. That's how it goes. You're going to go through this stuff. You just need to take it on the chin and endure, and then the good times will come. The good times will always come, because they're always going to print money. They're always going to keep injecting liquidity. They're always going to be greedy, because at the end of the day, the people who inject the money is the people who's making the money. It's Wall Street that's doing all of this. Wall Street is extremely greedy. Wall Street is more greedy than me and you. And yeah, assets number go up always. There can be short-term dips along the way, short-term crashes along the way. Long enough time period, it's only going to go one way, number go up, and that's it. So that's all for me. I'll be back maybe in a few weeks after a recovery from this neck surgery. But yeah, that's all for me. I'll see you again soon.